morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, oh, here we go. Here we go. How are you guys?
Good morning, Professor.
How was the snow? You guys liked it? A lot of snow. Thank you for the work. I've seen some of the work. I made comments. I believe you guys got them back. I'm going to go over some of the work today. The branding is, let me get my notes just in case. Get my calendar. Okay. I think we said it's going to be due on Wednesday. Today's what? Today's February 31st. February 31st. So we said finished branding is due this Wednesday, the 2nd. And we're going to do a new assignment. I'm going to go over it. I might be able to go over it today a little bit so it keeps in your head a little bit. So you can do some research. And that's it. Our last assignment. The biggie. Not a biggie, but it's a good one. Really good advertising piece. So let's talk. By the way, the attendance is unbelievable. You guys did, everybody almost here all the time. That's great. Thank you so much. Okay, so let me just see what we have. Let me just go to share my screen. Okay, here we go. Close that for a minute. Okay, so I got a couple pieces of work I'm going over to look at. I'd like to see more, and I can get back to you guys. The reason I'm saying that is that I want to boost your grades up. And part of working together as a group, you always have somebody working with you in graphic design and advertising. So I'm helping you to for you guys to see things. So I know you guys get frustrated sometimes because like I'm making comments and you look at me, you're looking at the work and say, this work is great. It is great, but I want to make it better. I want to make it fantastic. And that's my job. I can say, send the work in. I'm not going to go over it until I mark it up as a grade. I don't do that because we don't do that in the real world. We look at the work and we see if we can make it better. You get comments from different people, and that helps you as a graphic designer to learn things. You take a little bit from each one, and you go, okay, I agree with that. I don't agree with this guy. I don't agree with this person, So this will help you. That's why I'm looking at work so I can get back to you as soon as possible with little comments. It's not major. It's just things I see that I know in the real world you'll have problems with. And the real world meaning your portfolio. You don't want to show somebody your portfolio it looks like crap. You want to make it look so professional. It looks like you've been in the business 3 years already. And that's the thing. They don't want, they're going to hire people with their portfolios. Now, also, when you're going for a job, people are looking for jobs at the same time. They might have two years of full-time employment, and they're looking for that job also. So you're going in as a college student with no experience, and some people have 2 years, 3 years experience for the same job. So your portfolio has to be fantastic, and that's the real world. So you got to take care and listen and make comments and email me all the time. Okay, let me just go. Okay. So Annie, I'm just going to go over quickly yours. I think it looks really well. Now this looks professional. The reason why, color, the logo. You have the word coffee shop. Okay, great. And you have your initials. That looks great. It's not in black and white. It's in color. It's a dark green. It's beautiful, green. You have little great colors here. And your name is nicely put together. It's a design element. Really means a lot. The only thing I have comments was this piece here. I don't know. You're here, Annie. I would take that out and put something else there because it looks like a mistake. Why is that so small? Somebody's going to look at it and goes, if she's designing this or he's designing this, I can't read it. So take it out. If you can't read it, take it out or redo it. And that's really, really important. All this looks great. Even here, the menu, they're going to ask you, I'm telling you, if you're going to a four-year college or if you're going to a job interview, they're going to ask you, you designed this menu? And you go look at it, it goes, no, I ripped it off, design it. You have so far you designed, just redo it a little bit, that's all. Don't take somebody else's work and say, that's mine. I know it's what do you call it? It's mock-ups, but mock-ups should be clean and neat, and you should be doing the mock-ups. For instance, the typeface here, coffee shop. Put your logo and do the coffee shop. And then fake the type, and then fake this too. Make your own design. You have plenty of room to do it. Two little things. So on your final on Wednesday, do it. But I'm telling you, they're going to really make issues about it. Even in, let me see if we can get this closer. Like here, just take it out. Or take this out and put your logo on the cloth or on the window. Okay. I think I showed you that already, but I'm not sure. I have a lot of students. Okay, but everything else looks great. I love this color here. Look at that soft color. It just warms everything up. Coffee shop, you go in, you want a Danish, look at casual feeling. So this gives you a nice feeling to go into a coffee shop. Nice, and the human elements always helps in your advertising or in your mock-up boards. For instance, this girl. Okay, I mentioned too, I did mention, see if you can fix up that crease in the crotch area. What else? So I would do that. You have to fix them up. Even here, in this picture here, if you're looking at it carefully, you have a hot spot right there. You have something here too. Make it solid white. Also, my eyes goes to this two little things. And once again, you're a graphic designer now in this class. So the people looking at it says, why is she keeping this little piece of dirt, this white, whatever the hell it is? Take it out. Keep it clean. You got to make sure everything looks perfect. Here too. Take this out. You don't need it here. Okay, that's next. That's one. Okay. So once again, I would fix these little two marks. Take those out just to make a nice clean top. Here, I would fix the menu. I would say coffee shop. Maybe add some, the same colors you have here. Whatever, it's up to you. I know you can do it. And even here, the flowers here. If it's not yours, make it yours. And I think this typeface looks great too. So this typeface, well, the same. It looks the same, right? Okay. Minor stuff, and fix this. Okay. Nicely done. It's a beautiful piece. That's what I don't want. I want this to be perfect. Okay. If you have any questions, you email me later. Also, if you don't have to say anything now, but I would really fix that up. Everything else looks great. You have a great eye of photography, great eye images. These are sharp images. Fantastic. The coloration, composition. Look at it. Nice. You're inviting this person into this shop, so you have a nice balance of the exterior and the interior. You're inviting this person in, inviting me into this your mood board, and I'm looking at it. I said, "Wow, I like this. I don't mind sitting there. There's a nice window here. I can look out. Some greenery makes it like healthy looking. The warm color, the yellow. It's a nice feeling. Here too. All this looks great." But little minor stuff, I was, so I'm not going to repeat myself, but okay. Nicely done. Look. Okay. Okay. Joelle? I pronounce it right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Okay, couple of things in this one. When you're designing, make sure, for instance, I would put your logo someplace on this page with your name on it, nice and clean, almost like how this was done. So it's a statement. This is my board. This is my coffee shop, and here's my name. Here, I don't know where it is. I can't find it. Even if it's so small in here, it's part of the establishment here. Make it work. You have a lot of empty spaces here. Scale. Make it larger. Make it smaller. Why do I have this piece of white over this beautiful image of your exterior shot? Maybe you want to crop it. Smaller. Here too. If it looks like a menu, it looks like a piece of cardboard. There's no depth in it. So, for instance, and the typeface menu. It's like I have nothing to do, so I'm going to put the word menu in. Type it in. Same thing here. Your name, and I can't even read this. Executive producer, I don't know what it says. You don't need it. Okay, you don't need this name. You want to put your name in, fine. Just make believe it's your type. So put in a fake address, like a business card would have. Okay, I mean, I like the logo, and the business card looks so big. Maybe this should be a stack. Okay, hold on. Okay, let me close this. Let me close that. I'm gonna go to Photoshop. Because verbs, I can say anything, you won't understand it, but let me go to Photoshop, maybe I can help. I want to make it look more interesting. You have a great look, but I want it to be more professional looking. Looks like you say, I don't care. This is what I get a feeling for it, because it's all over the place. There's no design elements. And this is very important. This is your life right here. This could get you a job right here. Not your scores, not your A pluses. They don't give it one hoot about grading in graphic design or any kind of art. They want you to see your portfolio. That's the key figure. So I want you to work harder, or everybody to work much harder, because you don't have a chance without it. I want your portfolios to look like a 4-year college portfolio than a 2-year. And that's what I'm pushing for. And you can do it. I love how this looks, a negative and positive. So let me just open up a new, and make sure it's 1117. Okay, so I'm opening up Photoshop, and I have 1117, or you can type it in. And there's 2 ways. You have landscape, and you have portrait. Landscape is what I want to see, because it's a nice area from left to right. You go create. This is 1117 size paper. I'm going to float all my windows. Okay. And we're just going to look at this. We'll go image size. Good. You can make it you don't have to make it 350. You can make it 300 right here. 350 is pretty big, so just make it 300. Okay, here we go. 11:17. Oh. Okay. So for instance, let's take this out, and maybe I can make it more presentable, rather than a piece of cardboard on a dark area. Make it look like a menu. Okay, let's see. What I did was I used the marquee tool to cut it out and paste it. Here we go. And obviously you can see because I eyeballed it, you can have possibilities better because it's in Photoshop or InDesign, I'm not sure. I'm just gonna try to straighten this out. Now, I need to make it straighten and see how it looks. Okay, so in Photoshop, you have a ruler. You click on it and drag it. That's a straight line across that page. So I'm just gonna bring this up. You probably had it on an angle too, but that's a. This is just for this is sample work in progress. Okay, not bad. Okay, now how can we make this look better? Can we do? So I want to take out the areas that I screwed up on. So I just get in my marquee tool, the rectangle, and just cut off the bottom. Collect. Same thing here. I'm gonna try to make it straight too. Like that. And the top's okay. Okay, so it's off a little because you probably did a angle shot on it. So that's okay. Now how can you make another copy? I can make it look like a menu. A menu, and this looks like a menu cover. So what's inside? Why can you make it look like something is inside? So what I'll do, I'll make another copy. Like so. Right here. And I'm gonna make that a color. Oh, let me just show you how to, I'm sorry. Okay. So I'm gonna close the top piece. That's the top piece you see here. It was. Now that's the back. So let me just move this and show you. Okay. That's the front, that's the inside. I wanna make the inside look like a page or the back of the cover of this menu. So I click on it, and a quick way of doing that is I can make it solid black. I don't want to do that. I want to pick up a color like that. Okay. Now I'm going to bring this back, the cover, like so. And I want to reduce this down smaller because it's inside this page. Just make it a little smaller. And I want to put a little shadow on it because it looks like it doesn't look like anything yet. So I have to retouch it. So I put in a shadow in. And you can see now, it might look even better that way, or something like that. I think the shadow's too heavy. I can put another page in there to see. And that page should be a little darker because it's behind something. So let's see. Like that. Now I can tilt it slightly. What if we tilt it? Let's get rid of that one. What if we tilt it? No, doesn't work. Get rid of that. Bring this over. Something like that, maybe. But what I would do is research it because you have a great cover. So I would go to Safari and look for a cover menu cover. It's done already for you. And you don't have to do all this retouching. So I go to Google. Menu cover. And the reason I'm saying to do this is to get a higher grade, to get a better grade, so it looks like something. Here, let's look at this one. And I always pull more than one image because I care. I want to get this job. Hold on. No, I don't like that. So I got to research, go to images. Here we go. Menu cover. Look at this. Yeah. Pull it. I like the cover, so it looks like a cover rather than a piece of paper. And then I'm looking at it. So look at the typefaces here, and look at yours. Yours is plain. They want to make it exciting. Look at this cover. Look at the typeface. You can find typefaces like that. Really work it out and make it a little more interesting. Let's take this. We can take this. Anybody gone to Cheesecake Factory? It's a good restaurant. It's a fast food restaurant, but excellent food. And you can always go to I'm just looking for an angle shot. It's a little different. No, I don't see that. Okay, hold on. I'm going to look for menu cover on table.
May I ask you a question, please?
Yes.
With that, Cheesecake Factory, I'm just saying, that type image, you have to cut away all the
No. I'll show you. Are you in Photoshop?
Right now, no.
No. What program were you in when you did
yes.
your menu?
In Photoshop, yes.
Okay, let me show you. It's simple, real simple. What am I doing? Hold on. That's why you have to always ask me. Okay, so here we can go here. You can have something on a table here. Here's your angle, here's shot. This looking. I'm researching now. But I'll show you how to do it. It's really simple.
Okay.
I want a hand shot. I'm just looking. I want to keep it simple. I'm just looking for myself even now. Look and say, oh, which one works the best? And it's hard sometimes. That's why researching is hard. Here's one. That's not bad. A little busy. Okay, watch this. I'm gonna grab this one and put it in. I'm thinking out in my head now what looks good. I can't do that because yours is done. Oh well. Let's pull that. Photoshop, you can do a lot of different things. Okay, I like this too. Okay, that's enough. I pulled enough. But see, I'm always searching. You know, I want to make sure everything looks great. You know, I want perfect. Okay. Okay, so here's my Photoshop document. Once again, because you did it on an angle, it's hard for me to recreate it, but we'll see what we can do. Okay, we're going to open up. I guess I can open all of them up. So I went into Photoshop and open. And on my desktop is all the pieces, all the things I picked out. So I'm going to pull them all out so I can see what size they are and all that. One. I'll start from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Open. And now it's going to be layers on top of layers on it. Okay. It's opening. And how I like to work it out is to go to Windows, Arrange, Float All Windows. I want it on my desktop, meaning my real desktop. When I used to work with papers, it's on my desktop all the time. Everything's on top. A lot of people work this way, but I can't. So I'm looking at the pieces. So that's a nice size image because it's large. And you can go to image size. 8 inches, like 12 inches, great. But it's only 96, but I'm going to reduce it now to 300. Everything should be the same pixels on your photo board. So click on it, make it 300. And then we'll reduce this down because 8 inches wide, I don't need it that wide because the paper size is 11/17. So I'll make it 5 inches. And it goes down proportionally, and you go, okay. So that's one piece. I like that a lot. Maybe I'll just use that to show you as a sample. Okay, next, unlock it. Make it a layer. Make another layer. Always make a copy. Now, I closed it with the eyeball. So this is my safety. This is my original. I'm going to work on this one. And you can see to me, it looks faded. I don't mind this either because you can't see it. That's kind of cool because then I don't have to do it. And it looks like a menu. Okay, now I go to image. Always go to image. Go to adjustments. Don't worry about all this nonsense. You'll learn that later on. You play with it. Levels. Okay, I'm going to preview it. It's lit up so that I can see what I'm doing. With this little triangle, I can move it left or right, and you'll see the color change here. Because it looks faded. It doesn't have that bright colors. And I just want to click on it and then drag it to the right and see. See? Here's the original. Here's without the preview, and I just made it a little sharper. So the blacks here looks black. The whites look whiter, or sharper. And that's kind of nice. I like that. I can go even darker if I want to. That's a little too dark for me. It's up to your eye, your creative eye. That's good. Okay, I'm going to save that. Okay. So once again, this is the one color corrected already. Because I want this colors in here too. So here's the original, this is my retouch one. That's the old. New, old. Okay. Now, once again, I don't think I have to save anything else. Don't like that one. I like this, I can see the insides. I like that one too, that's okay. That's okay. And this one, if I went with it, I would have to touch it up more, but maybe I can show you how to do that. Okay, so we have this. I'm going to go to photo windows again, because right behind that is this piece here. So I'm going to grab this, click on it, and drag it over. And it's on white background, as you can see. I want to take the white background out. So I take my magic wand, hit the outside wall, and you can see I'm cutting it out. We'll have little problems here, but we'll fix that. Delete. And there it is. See that little piece? You go take your lasso tool, polygon. I use that all the time. And nice and easy. Click it. Okay. Now to make sure it's all, no white back there. There it is. Okay, now here's the best part. Let me get rid of, I tried this, I don't like how it looks. So the best way, get the real thing. I'm in Photoshop. Now how can I get this over there? Do I have to cut this out? No. What we want to do is bring this to forward grab in front of this menu. So there, click on it and bring your layer up straight up. I'll make it a little larger. And bring it up. And this is the best part of all. There's a great window here. And you go to Edit, Transform, Distort. Fantastic thing. What it does, it will make, I can put this right inside this box and won't look fake. It will look real. I've done this so many times for presentation purposes, for book jackets, for posters, anything on walls, anything. So what I'm doing now, let's go in closer to show you. Okay, so what happens here, here's your piece. It doesn't matter what size it is. You go to Edit, Transform, Distort. Now you have these little triangles here on all four ends. Now watch this, folks. Okay, do it again. I moved it by mistake. Edit, Transform, Distort. Click on it and drag it right up to the corner here. Click on this, bring it right to the corner. Click on this, drag it to the corner. Now watch. And practice, practice, practice. Now, before I do that, I'll be honest with you, I made a mistake. So I'm going to say, don't apply. I want to make another copy of that menu. Okay? Just to have. And I'll close it. Because I don't want to make if I make a mistake, I can lose this piece and come back to my original. So I'm going to go in close a little bit. It takes time in understanding. So here we go. I'm going to go to transform, distort. Bring right up to the corner. Now sometimes you can't see it, so what you can do is you can change the opacity a little bit, like that, so you can see through. And bring this right to the corner. Get your hand. Okay, hold on. We can't do that. Bring this down. Do the same thing. Click and drag it. And somehow the computer knows that it will keep the same proportions, but it will really look like. And you go, okay. Return. And there's some cleaning up to do. Opacity. You can see here, I screwed up a little bit. But so far it looks pretty good. I mean, here too, a little bit. Because what happens here is that this is not a straight line. You can see it's a little warp because it's a soft edge. It's on a solid. So we'll fix it. And this is when you have to ask questions and stuff, but you double click on your menu cover. And I can put a stroke around it. Watch this. It's gone. Now I want to put it in a shadow, but it's too bright. I want to make it part of the inside that frame. So go to in the shadow. Now look at that. See the difference? Now you look at it. You go, okay. I think that's kind of interesting. And now maybe you have to make your logo a little brighter. So I'm going to retouch it, color correct it, to go to image, adjust levels. Maybe I can make it a little lighter and see how it looks. Oh, it's darker. Maybe that can work better. And I still see a little white area in here. So what I can do is go to my menu, go to black, to my brush, and see if we can just hit it a little bit. So close that up. And just see right here, that's the problem right there, that little buckle. So what I'm doing is getting my lasso tool and just make that black, a little piece of black. And when you're doing that, I would, okay, hold on. In your case, make another layer. Now do it, okay. It's always good to do layers because you can always come back to it. You're not interfering with the actual artwork of the original. So just making that black. I have a separate layer, make it black. Make sure it's black. Like that. Use your paint tool, bucket. Okay. Now I can bring that over more. You can still see a little white. Like that. Bring it up. Okay. that's it. Okay, so let me show you how it looks on your piece of artwork now. Okay, so let me just grab all this and go. I do Command G, so it's one piece of artwork, but it's still layers. I don't want that. I'm gonna make another copy, and making this copy one piece of artwork now. So I'm gonna go to Command E, and now it's one piece of artwork. But I still have my original. In case I have to use it again with the layers, I have it. Okay. Open. Nope. Arrange all windows. Okay, so I get rid of this. So I made a mistake here. So I can go to my, I want to get that back to normal. So better yet, for me to do that, let me close this. I don't want to save this because I took that piece out. Open it up again. Because I didn't save it, so I have your original someplace right here. There it is. So now I won't put the logo there, the new one. So I gotta play around with this a little bit. Like that. I won't cover that up. Just to show you, because I don't have your layers here. Match the color. There it is, hopefully. Oh. Okay. So I don't need this. Don't need this. But I do need the new right here. So I'm gonna bring this in. This one piece of work, bring it in. You can still see it needs a little more work on it. Okay. If you want to keep it silhouetted. Now, maybe I want to put it on a graphic table, or something in the background. So I'm gonna make this a little smaller. And because it's open, I want to put it on this side. Because it's reading out this way. My eyes are going here rather than in the area that I want it. So I have to play around with this now. Bring this over. Click. Oh. Make a copy. Click and drag. Okay, I'm gonna bring it over here for a minute. Okay. Let's make the background dark for now. Cover that up. Okay. I'm showing you why. Okay. So you can really, okay, so I'll bring your towels back. Put it over here. Once again, it's layers, everything on top of each other. I will make this bigger too. Now you can see why I did that. Now the menu is pointing to you. This is eye contact for the visual person to look at. Otherwise, it's looking off the page. I can make this larger. And you can see there's a lot of retouching still. You can see the outline. So you take your tools, and I would just cut it a little bit, as little as possible, where the white line is. Nice sharp edges. Now you gotta be careful here because of the metal. But yeah, I think you'll be okay. Let's see. You cut it right up to the edge. Same thing on the bottom. Let's do the sides first. Most of the time, it's always straight on, like that. Let's bring that here to there. Trim it off. Then I have to go in here to do it. This is why you spend all this time on. The reason why you want to spend time on it is that you want it perfect. You feel good about yourself. You feel good about the piece of artwork and say, this is perfect. I'm not cheating, meaning like I want to take my time on it. I want this to look fantastic. I want a job. I want money. All the good parts of life. Trim. It's still right there, the little piece. And there too. Come closer. There's other ways of doing it too. So this is one way. It's a little tricky. Okay.
What's the other way?
I'm sorry?
What's the other way to do it?
There's other ways. You know, this is the easiest way. You can go back to the original and do it there rather than on top of your piece. Like, see a little piece of white here? You see the little things? This is the best way, easiest way. You can find other ways. Other ways is your ways. Meaning you'll find ways of doing things differently. And you'll accept that. Okay. Look how nice that looks. That looks great. Now see, I don't know what that is. Hold on. Oh, you cut before. See here too. Okay, let me show you the reason why I'm saying. Now, how do you want this design? Look at the nice clean edges of this towel. And then you have this, it looks muted and it's off-centered. It looks like a mistake. You want this to be perfect. Like, see how nice this is? This is perfect, perfect, perfect. This is perfect. And then you have this piece off because you say, hey, I'm just gonna blow it up and make it bigger. It looks fuzzy. To me, it looks fuzzy. So, let's see. I grab this from the original. Click and bring it over. I'm putting it over to right here for now. Okay. Oh, sorry. Oh, I see. Oh, okay. Okay. Grab and bring it over. on another piece of paper. It's easier for me to do. So eliminate the dancing ants, or keep the dancing ants in and cover it up with the black. So I'll go to and make a layer. Make sure it's black. This is good for everybody because you're seeing work in progress. How does it look? How can you make it better? Now you have this piece here. I want to take some of the black out. So I'm using the marquee tool, just cutting out the black. Instead of putting it, because you had it here before and you just moved it over because, now to me that's more of a monogram. Scented, it's clean, it's neat. Let's see if we can make it bigger compared to what you had before. What if we just took out the black around it like that? Oh, it gets rid of everything. Okay. So let's make it smaller. Well, I would just, I eyeball it, and there's my center right there. To me, that looks much better. I can make it a little bigger. Okay, I can do other ways too. That's one way of doing it. I'm looking at it because I'm designing. I want the best mark possible. Now, this could get me a job in an agency making a lot of money. This piece itself, one wow piece is perfect. So I'm going to look at it different ways. Maybe I'll put this up here, make it smaller. And maybe break it down as a pattern. So I don't care for it that much, but maybe, let's see. Okay, so I have all these pieces here. One, two, let's see, 5. So group it. Sorry. Group it. Maybe I'll put that down the center, or down this side. Center it on the paper. Now you can see, I'll show you. Let me take out the marks. It's off-centered. Look at the spacing here. Look at the spacing here. So I have to grab it again and tilt it a little bit, like so. And that's not bad. I mean, all of a sudden, like I'm designing more than than one piece. I mean, it's up to you, but you have to look at it and get ideas. I definitely will put a large logo someplace and your name. Okay, let's look at this one. So guys, look at how, okay, now here, for instance, do I want a shadow on the area, on the black area, on the background? I guess not, because it's hard to read. You won't see the shadow. But why have I put that in a box? Watch this. Make another layer. And I want to put a background on it. So I'm looking here for backgrounds, because this is your color palette right here. So you have something working really nicely here. You have some greenery. You got greenery here. So maybe the background could be green. So I'm going to grab my eyedropper tool and grab a green in here. That's the green. And I'm going to put that in this box. Like so. Take the dancing ants out. Command D. And whatever. we just close that for a minute? There it is. Okay. So what I'll do is put this in the foreground, up on top. And there's my, area. Now, do I want that? I don't think so. I think it takes too much space up, and you have all these boxes in the way. I want to keep it separate, make it different. So get rid of the box. I like that. That's elegant. It brings your attention to all these pieces by just using this, but it shows you it's coming out, inviting you into the menu. Okay. And I like how this looks too, because it's different. To me, it looks like a design, and you go up, and you go, oh, I see. So it's rather than one piece. I don't know. It's up to you. Here too, this really bothers me, this dead space here. I don't know, all of a sudden I'm looking at here, the balance, but it's up to you. Okay. And you don't have to put this in. If you want to design your logo, this is a horrible looking typeface. It's old, it's not new, it's not modern, it's not JG kind of typeface. Looks like a typeface you found as soon as you type it in. Let me just go to black. Look for something different. Look for something that's unique, rather than a boring typeface with underline. You have to think outside the box. You have to look at other business cards. And like I said earlier too, keep it simple. You can look at, this is really simple. Let me just lower that. But there's so many different typefaces. Pick something totally different looking than something you see all the time in school. This is like a letter you get from the counselor. And that's the typeface. That's one way of doing it, a sans serif. Maybe it's thin, lightweight. And make it smaller. But you don't have to put the word business owner. And I spelled it wrong anyway. Okay, so I would just put your fake phone number. Or fake address. Don't put business owner. Typefaces too. There's fantastic faces here. Highlight it. You can see there's all kinds of faces you can use. Even this is a pretty typeface. It's different. It's nice and long. And instead of that, you can do.
Which one is that you have on there now?
Oh, I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's called Dreamcatcher. Everybody has different typefaces.
Right, okay.
So you just have to look. So for instance here, what's 718? Okay, 718. Comma 234 6764. And that's what you need. You can make it large. You can fit it on that corner. Get rid of that. Even your name could be different. What typeface was this that you picked out? Maybe that's the typeface you should be here. Okay. But you can see it's a nice looking face. Think something totally different you haven't seen before. can always put borders around them too. For instance, here, because this is I trim that. Okay, good. Say you want to instead of having black on black, maybe you want to put a little outline around it. So you click on it, double click, stroke, and I want to put a stroke around it. Now, what color stroke do I want to put around to make it part of the group? I would do a tan color. Click on it, there it is. I can make it larger, smaller. I want to make it elegant. It's a nice looking restaurant. You can see it's nicely put together. It's elegant, it's cold. You have some nice gold around it, a nice soft brown that you have here. You have a lot of things you can work with. Okay. But I like, but this the menu by itself really works so powerful because it's different. And here too, business cards. What size is this business card? Do you know? Or you just made it up? Jolene. I can't hear, hold on. Okay, business cards are certain sizes. See, the scale here is a little off, but here too, you have all this white. And you're covering this up, that bugs me. You have a beautiful shot of the exterior. The exterior shot is probably, a couple, like $200,000 to build this front end, and you're covering it up with a white space. So move this over. Let this read. Okay. But you can see all the work. See, say you like this menu. Okay, so you can do a lot of things. One more thing I'm gonna make another copy. I'm gonna make a piece of white paper. So any side, and sometimes you need help. That's why I'm here for. So I'm gonna just trim this out. Because this is a nice, I like how this looks. Okay, I'm gonna just take out the background here. So I'm gonna just grab this, close this piece. I can go to filter, select inverse. Okay. And that's out. Click on the white, delete. Okay, so here's my menu now. And it's too long. And you have your artwork already. So you can do a couple things and it might not work, but you can squish it. Go to Command T, bring it down. Look at this. You're making your own menu cover. And you can do the same thing. You can bring in your image. I don't know if I still have it. I don't. Okay, let me grab it. I didn't save it, okay. Real quick, I'll show you. There's your menu cover again. I'll make a copy. Oops. So it's a beautiful menu cover. I love that you have dimension, you have foreground, background, you have color, the beautiful logo. Menu cover. Photo windows. These are questions you should be asking about, covers and all that. Anything you have. That's what I'm here for. I'm not here to give you a grade. I'm here to make you work. Have something. Unlock it. Okay, let's get rid of that. Guess what I didn't do? I didn't scale it up. So I go to adjustment, and I'm not perfect. I do this all the time. Image size. Okay, it's 8 inches. It's great. By 8, great. 72, no, 300. Okay. Now I can bring this in. I just try to I want to make it straighter. Like so. So to check it, it's pretty good. I won't put that cover on here. Real simple. Same thing. Command T. You have the corners. You have the middles. I'm worrying about the corners. Go to Edit. Transform. Distort. I'm just going a little closer. Do it again. Go to Distort. I'm going to bring this piece right down to here. Like so. Same thing here. This goes right to the corner. This goes right to the corner here. I want that little edge to show. That's the dimension. Like that. And there's your menu cover. You can fix it up a little bit. You can clean it up a little bit. I have stuff here that I see. So I have to go down. This is good for everybody. What I'm doing. So you're looking at it, you say, okay, I can fix that up. There's a little edge here. So I want to cut that out as much as possible of my original logo, my menu cover, like that. And then do the same thing again. Distort. So it's nice and clean, it's neat. I can put a shadow on it again. See the shadows? That's a little extra. You can move the shadow to different areas too. For instance, you can move it to the left, right there. You can move it to the bottom. Okay. Let's restore it to 100%. Then you can see the shadow's too heavy. So just reduce the shadow, like so. And there's my menu cover. Okay, so you have ways of doing it. Okay, let me go to the next person. Sorry, I think that's good examples for you to look at. If you have any questions, you can ask.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yes.
I found some free patterns for things like pattern designs. I was wondering if we were able to use them, if we could use things like those in the project.
Is it yours or it's somebody else's?
Somebody else's.
No.
That's what I want to know.
No.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Professor?
Because somebody's going to ask you that. Someone says, "Oh, is these your designs?" And so, I don't want anybody to tell me. I want to do my piece totally mine. Getting photographs is okay because it's stock, but you don't want to add things to it that's not yours. Especially artwork. That's why I don't like to see artwork you pulled off, in the internet and dropped it into your work. People are gonna say, "Is that your artwork?" And you go, "No," and they're gonna say, "Why not?" Are you an artist? Are you a graphic designer? Yes, but I can't draw. Well, design something then. Do it, make your own design. That's the important thing. Okay, let me just show you next person.
I have a question.
Yes.
I saw that you had those napkins that I had in one of my images, and I'm just wondering if you could show me, please,
Yeah.
how to.
Yeah, I have it here. I have it listed right here.
Okay.
Right.
I didn't know how to separate those
We
napkins.
cleaned it. What do you have to do with the napkins?
I'm sorry.
You had the border going around the napkins, right?
I don't think so. They're red napkins. They were kind of like
I have it. Hold on.
an accordion pattern.
Okay, send it to me again, because I thought you had an edge around it too. Okay, I'll do it. Send it to me. I have your other thing too.
Okay. I can't send it right now, but okay.
Okay. Well, I'll show. I thought you'd need. I
Yeah.
don't have it here anymore.
Yeah, that one, that red box thing, I need that because I couldn't get that to crop.
Okay, I'll show you. It's real simple. Let's do that right now.
Thank you.
Okay, once again, okay. So you have a beautiful image here of the box. The lacquer box is fantastic. I mean, you want to touch that. It's so real. Okay, so where's your logo?
Where is it?
You didn't give me a layer.
Oh,
There's no layer here. It's one piece.
oh, because I grouped it so that I
Yeah,
could. Okay, I'm
you
sorry.
can't do that.
I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. So send me that, and we can do that today
Okay.
after class. If you don't have it, you're not available. If you don't have the pieces here.
Yeah, well, I'm using the computer for Zoom, so I can't do it at the same time.
That's okay. No
Okay.
problem. Okay, I can't do anything with that now.
Okay. All right, thanks.
I can find something.
Right.
Here's a napkin.
Yes. Right, those.
I don't think I have them. I think I threw them away already.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna tell me that I can't find it. Yeah, cannot find it. Yeah, I
Okay.
lost it.
All right.
Okay. Okay, let's go to Mr. Eugene. Okay, Eugene, good stuff. Couple little things still. And you know me, I never finish until it's finished. And still, you want to change it. You have dead space, see? I don't know where it starts. Why is this? Hold on. Okay, hold on. Let me just grab that out. Let me open in Photoshop. Okay, it's better. Couple things, little things. You have a dead space in here. That's a no-no. Okay, that space it's a hole. So you have everything lining up. Maybe you want to add something else. You can maybe, once again, I don't mind cropping a hand off a little bit. You're too close to the top here too. Too much, enough spacing here. You can bring that down a little bit. Little things you have to make. Okay, hold on, let me just get another. What's the best way of doing this? Okay, hold on. Let's see what we can do. Okay. Let me get this gray background out. It'll help me a lot. But I'll make a copy anyway. I can't do that either. Okay. Let's make a duplicate. Okay. And this, I just want to make sure the size is right. Image size. Good, good, good. Perfect. I just want to make another page. A clean page. Then I can move things around. 1117, 300, landscape, Good. Okay. That's your paper size. I'm just going to go to Windows, arrange float all windows, and start fresh. That's what I want to do. Okay. You realize some cool stuff here, but let's see what we can do. I'm just doing this my way for now to show you, that's all. This is the hero shot, okay? Why I call it a hero shot? Because this restaurant probably cost like $3 million to build. The design, the shape. So you want to really, really show it. So let's make it larger. And I'm not selling sky. I'm selling the design of where your logo is. So I'm going to take the distance from here to here and make it a little less and trim it. Make it more spacey. Like that. And now I can move things around. I like the girl. I'll take it from here. Let me get rid of this piece. Oh no, I don't want that. Okay, hold on. I took the wrong one. Open. No. Let's take this out. We'll take this out first. Let's do that. See, I think like the bag, I think it's a great idea. You know, the plastic bags, you have that spacey kind of feeling in. I like this too, but what I like about it is the shape of the bottle. You have a boring background on it. What if we trim it? I don't have the original, so I have to just cut this out a little bit more. And you can see I'm cutting it roughly. But you have it silhouetted, or you can have it. You can see a big difference when you take it out of the white box. White, you know, you want this to be powerful, and I think it's a great shape that you found. Good eyes, because it's different. I hate to say the word space age because it sounds old-fashioned, or old like myself, but tough doo-doos.
Sorry, I was in the restroom. I just got back. My bad.
That's okay. What I'm trying to do is, the white bothers me. You have a great shape. Make it work. Make it part of the artwork. See, also like this pops off the page, and I don't need that white background.
Oh, white. I didn't.
Well, they like gray.
I didn't even catch that.
Okay, here we go. Also, like, this brings me attention to it, rather than being confined in a cage of white. Compared to, let's see, okay. We get get this piece in. Oops. There you go. Color plays important things. This gives you let's see. Okay, for now, I'm just grabbing the pieces that I want. Then here too, let's grab this. These are really done well. You have great stuff here. But see what happens here. This is just looking at it. And you have this in a white box. Why? Why do you, it's like, I'm not saying, you don't have the answer. But I'm looking at it and I said, okay, it's fine, but make it, if you want to put a white box, maybe it's the whole background of your piece here is white. I like how these glasses look behind the on white. That's kind of interesting. Look at that. That's oops. And you see things that you don't see before. So okay, you have white here. Make this a little smaller. And the hardest thing is putting things together as a piece. So I like that. We see what I have is trimmed off a little. Okay, so let's make this bigger. I like this as the centerpiece of my artwork, of my piece here, right? Yeah. And I want to trim this off a little bit because it's too much white. Because white on white is okay because you don't see it. Did I cut that off too? My mistake, yes. Sorry. Okay. Trim that off. Okay. And bring that over a little bit. May I bring this to the foreground? Like so. Now here, I can stretch it because it's a mirror image. I want to bring this up, so that's kind of nice here, the shape here. I can fix that up, bring that over. But I like it's elegant looking. It's like, wow, look at those initials, This I can put here. Bring this up a little higher. Now watch this. Let's see if we can fix this up. Now, you gather the bottom part of this image of the glasses, this silhouetted shot, the mirror image. Go to Command T. Now watch this. Grab it and stretch it straight down. Like so. That I think is still too much. So I'm gonna go back, go to my controls, my history, and go back. Don't like it. Less. Less is more, better. Just a little bit more. Like that, maybe. Now this is why we use Photoshop, because we could Photoshop it. Now watch this. See how the hard edges here? Go to your eraser tool. And my eraser tool is right here, right here, but I want to see the size of my eraser. I think that's a good size. Then up in the windows, it says 100% pencil. I don't want a pencil because if I erase it, watch this, it erases too rush. It's too harsh. I want a soft edge, like it's fading away. Like a lot of times you see images. So you go to brush and change the opacity to halfway. I always go halfway. Same thing here. Now watch this. Now you have to click, and hit. I say, okay, let me go a little higher. It's 34, let's make it 54. Half the distance. Now watch this. So I'm making the background of the size that you have now, a little mirror image, soft. Let it soften out, feathered out, like that. And if you don't like it, you can do it again. But also, like, that's not bad. Now I can bring this down. Like so, maybe not too far. Okay. Now we'll bring this up a little higher. Maybe she gets cropped off her head. So it looks like it's cropped off. That's okay. Now I have this piece here. I want to put this here, move this up a little higher. And you can see I have white area there, so trim it. This is the fun part because you want to make it exciting. You want to make it look futuristic. I kind of like that now. Now I'm working the system now. This bothers me slightly because it's flat. So let's put a shadow on it. Rather than having it in a box, I'll show you. Go to your marquee tool and get your circle tool and just make a circle. Make a copy. Go to black. Go to your swatches, make it black. So you have black here, so make it black. You go, yuck. And I want to put my shadow that I'm making behind this beautiful mug that's really cool. So here's my mug. Bring the shadow in the back. Bring it a little bit up further. And you can see it, maybe it's still too deep, meaning width-wise. Okay. I want to now make it soft. I want a soft edge around my shadow. I will go to Selection Tool, Filter, go down to Blur, and go to whatever that word is. I can't pronounce it. Get a use thing? I don't know. Go to this one. And now watch what I'm doing.
Gaussian.
Or what's the name of it?
Gaussian.
Gaussian?
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you again next time. I can't pronounce it for some reason. Gaussian. Okay, so you can see it's still black, but it's okay. It's getting there now.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to change the opacity.
Mm.
Like so. Make it a little
Yeah.
smaller.
I know in the email you said to fill in that space, and that's what I'm trying to do. These applications are going so slow right now.
It's okay. You have a big file. And then like maybe you can just soften it even more. So what I'll do is get my filter, my eraser tool right here. But before I do that, I will make a copy of that. So I have it in case I screw up. I don't want to go back. And just click. And I'm clicking on it. It just softens it slightly. Like so. I will bring it down a little lower. Like that. Maybe change the opacity a little more. Like that. So now I have some nice shadows, maybe, or, now, to be daring, I don't know. Let's see, we save that. Why did we bring the mug? No. I was thinking cropping it. I don't want to crop it. But the shadow's kind of nice. Okay. Now we have this piece here that's kind of cool. So let's do your color bar, because I think that the bar is terrific. So I got to match it. That's the size. Bring it right across. Get your eyedropper tool, make a color. I have to do it because I don't have you pieces. Oops. Okay. Bring this to the foreground. This goes to the background. Now you can see everything changes slightly, but that's okay. That's not bad. I don't mind the shadow now. That's on there. I just want to make it a little darker now. And then you still have pieces to work with. And you have your initials. That's the important thing. We can fix that up. Here too, we can fix up. See right here, that bothers me. This little piece here that you have. I know it's part of your lighting system here, but it looks like it's cut off. So let's just grab this. We'll bring it over. And we'll get that fixed too. Also, okay, let's make this a little smaller. I don't want to get too far up. I want a little white space. I want to bring her over. And we'll bring this in front of her. Like that. Because it's a white space. You don't need it. Now, I want to... Let me see if I have your original open. Unless I cut it already. Yeah, I trimmed it off right. Okay. But also, instead of having everything side by side, overlap them a little bit too. And then here, let me see if I can get yours original. Hold on. goes. Oh, here we go. Here it goes. Okay. Okay. Let me just get rid of this one. Don't save. See what I'm trying to do? I'm trying to make it pop off the page. I'm trying to make your mood board pop. How do you do that? You put something in the foreground, like this weird shaped mug. Now, if I was doing it, I would add a little shadow to the mug. And always make a layer, because if you don't like it, you can always get rid of it. But it seems a little too flat. So you want to make a dimension. So here's my paint tool. I'm just going to get a nice gray. Because, you know, mostly gray in there. Here we go. There's my shadow. Just to have. That's with, without. It just gives a little more, and I can soften it too. Like that. Same thing on this edge. You have to look, as graphic designers, you have to make it your piece of artwork. What you see on a piece of paper or on the internet is one thing. You have to make it yours. You have to make it pop off the page. Same thing, make another layer. If I forget to make a layer, make another layer. And cover it up. Like so. That's 100%. I can make it 90. At least now it has a little dimension. And you're going to say, where am I put the initials? That's a good question. We'll see. That can line up with that. Let me open up your new one. Open. There's your originals. Yay. Okay. Load all windows. Make a copy of this. So what you want to do is look at it like, also like here, everything looks equal. The only thing that pops off the page basically is this here. But you want something else. You want to make your whole image, because it's a branding. You want to brand your names, everybody. So you have a little mug here, you have white background here, you have everything confined. Open it up. Let the people look at it. Get a foreground, middle ground, background. And you work from that. Now you can see from here, what I'm starting to do. Oh, okay, hold on. Photo. You can see here what's going on. Scaling works great. So I have this pretty small, but I have the mug bigger. Good, I like the glasses. Now the glasses, now instead of being confined in a little mouse-shaped box, it's open to everything. It's pointing to things. It's opening up. It's clean. It's neat. Your logo pops off the page. It's not tiny. You want to make it pop. Okay, so I'm still working on it. So we have this plate here, and we have this image here, and I think we have something else. That's it, right? Yeah, cool. Okay, so let's see. We can change. Let's see if we can fix that. I want you to fix this dude up here. Let's get rid of the blue. That was easy. And you can see it's silhouetted already. Let's make it bigger. here's a question: do we want to make it a black bag? Could be a different color bag, maybe. Let's see. I don't know. Here's the bag, black. And let's find a color to go with. Maybe that red in here. So I'm not gonna pick the red here. I'm gonna pick it off my artwork because I don't know the shade. So just eyedrop it. Okay. I don't know if it's gonna work. We might have to find another bag, but we'll see. Okay. Make a layer. Like so. Black's fine. Make a different color maybe? I don't know. I don't like that, so let's get rid of that. Okay. But I don't want this over my image. That's the problem. So I gotta find a place to put it. Maybe could this be in the foreground? Nope. It's the bags. So I'm having problems with it because I did it, so I have to figure it out. Put that behind the mug. Here we go. I still have to put your name and stuff in, so that's okay. Make this a little smaller. And it's a puzzle, and it's a fun puzzle. Now, I have things here I want to fix. I have one more piece in. I have this plate setting. So I want to cut this out. Bring it over. Like that. Because I don't care about silverware, it's parts. So let's bring this up here. Let's see. Okay. That's good. It connects it together in a nice way. I can make this larger, tooth, and then I'll probably have to bring it back around a little bit. Oops. What I'm doing now is locating things, playing with it, seeing what reads. I don't want anything, but I like how some of this stuff looks now. I can move the glasses over more. I want to bring this more. Now, the problem is now, and I'm covering up a lot. So, let's get her back the right way. Because I didn't like, I cropped her before. That's why I want to make another copy. Lose her. Bye. I won't bring her back in. I don't need a gray. I don't want that. It's a waste of space. Clients will tell you, how come you have all this empty space? I'm paying for my products. I want to see my merchandise. And you're covering it up with pieces of wasted color space. Let's trim this off a little bit. And I like the idea of cutting the head off. Like so. And guess what? I won't cut off. I want the hand, half the body overlapping the the exterior shot, almost like she's walking towards you from this restaurant. So I'll go grab my lasso tool, go in tighter, and start lassoing out the areas I don't want. And you gotta do it slowly. So I don't want all this space there. It's a wasted space. And trim it. Give it a haircut. You gotta cut the bottom piece off too. And now I'm just going up. And when I finish, I want that all this out. When I hit the top of my lasso tool, a little arrow comes up. You can see that. Right there. Click, delete. I also want to delete the inside of a hand, arm. And you can see it's still a little rough. I'm doing this quickly, but you can go in closer. I want to show everybody how it looks. So you want this like, wow, look at that. Okay. Delete. Okay. Bring it up to the corner. And I want to trim this off a little bit, I think. Let's see. But before we do that, it's not done yet, because look at the cutting. Look at how I cut it. It looks pretty sharp. So in Photoshop, because it's for photos, there's a great tool here. And it's an eyedropper tool. I don't know what they call it. A blur tube. Okay. So what happens here, I can blur the edge of her body and get rid of this harsh line. So it looks like this. So I can go a little larger by pressing the little. Now watch this. I'm going to make a copy. I'm going to go in closer so you can see it. See how the rough edges throughout? So just go closer where it went up to the top. Okay, that's my top right there. So here's my blur tool. Make it a little smaller now, because I'm closer in. Now watch. Look at that. You see that? Look at that. It makes it part of the artwork now. Look at that. I can still clean this up more. Here we go. It makes it part of the established image now. Doesn't have that edge, that ugly looking type. And that makes it look like a highlight. You can even go more heavier. What a great tool. There you go. Make this a little larger. And you have to play with it and see. It's not like, oh yeah, I can do it right away, you know? See, right in here, I want to clean that up. You You see things, a little too much white space. And here, I want the shadow. Get that out. Here too, the finger. Okay. You see the sharp edge? They would get the soft blur too. So instead of having individual images in boxes, now I'm having her float around. Like so. Interesting, a little different. Now, maybe I want it to be like that, so it lines her up. So maybe I want the sky now. I want to go back to the sky of this image and flush it top. Same thing. And once again, I have white space here. So let's see, like that. Bring it up so everything's equal. Now I have this picture here. Can go over here. Get rid of this. Bring this over. Lay down here. Gather that. Now we have to still put your logo in. Let's see. Okay. Oh, we got to put your menu in. When you see that, we got all about the menu. I like the idea of welcome too. It's kind of interesting. I'll get rid of that little ball there. Well, this doesn't look right. So I got almost everything in except the initials. We'll fix that in. Let's bring this over more. I don't want to see this piece, maybe. Bring her over. Maybe she's hiding behind it. And I'm sorry, I'm just looking at the logo here, and I can put your name smaller. I don't need that big. I want to show you something else. So I have a border going around it, and because you have the colors here, so it's kind of interesting. And then your name could be this on the white area, clean and neat. Let's see how that looks. Because the things change around a little bit. But let's look. spelled it wrong. Look at that. I don't like that typeface. I like the one you have already.
How did you pick up that border
What border?
around his initials?
Oh, I just ripped here. Okay, hold on. I took this because he has a great background. So I just grabbed it like this, looked at it, eyeballed it, bring it over, click, drag. There it is here. So double click, stroke.
Oh, okay.
And you have the stroke. You can do any color you want. You can do blue. I like the soft color because the black pops more. But, you can do any color you want.
Okay.
I don't like the blue. Yeah. Blue looks cheap. That looks classic. I don't like this either. I don't like the typeface, but let me see. I know I have typefaces that has a little more science fiction look into it. But let's see. And you can see on my board here. Oh, this is not bad. I don't like red, so sorry about that. I would do black maybe or gray. Here we go. Make it smaller. The reason why I make it the name smaller is that. Hold on. I want the initials to pop. I want to see something too. See, as a graphic designer, I'm designing it. So I'm looking at different ways. Maybe there's something there. But I don't want to interfere with my beautiful logo design, so I will make this a little larger, believe it or not. Like so, bring it over. And I want to change the opacity. I don't want it black. I want my initials to pop. The secondary is my name. So make it halfway. Ooh. Now I want to make that larger. Center it. And we'll make it a little, even less, 46%. Like that. Now I can bring the booklet over. And I want to put a shadow. I want to put a little shadow behind it. Not that. That's horrible. Now, there's a couple ways of doing the shadows too. You can do something like that. And you can move the angle of the shadow, like just moving this circle thing. So you have it coming, the light source is coming here, it's hitting that. That's okay. And I just want to soften that a little more. So bring down the opacity. Like that. Oh, not like that. So So I want to make it rich looking. I want to make it exciting. I want to make it like, whoa, this is going to cost, you know, this restaurant's going to cost a fortune, but it's fantastic. Look at everything, you know? Even the shopping bag, if I had a choice, I would see if I could find another shopping bag just for the look. I got to get rid of these little marks here. But I would make, you know, find a shopping.
I'm still
Well,
working on
Good. No, you still have time. But I'm saying, make it like this kind of look. You know, there must be some great shapes of, you know, women's bags, you know, tote bags they can look at, like has plastic or something. You know, something, you know, this kind of look. But
eventually
Well-
I'll reformat it like that, but I'm gonna send you the updated one and it's still gonna be formatted like that.
Whatever
Like
you
the way I
want.
had it before.
yeah, do whatever you want. I'm just
Still
showing
working
how
on
I
that.
would. Everybody have. Hey, wait, I'm not finished yet. Okay, this bothers me here. The reason why it's a blue bar. It's terrific. I can make it skinnier. Like so, but you know, maybe not. So I'll go back to my. Here, don't apply. I want to do something more with this. Why? Because it's bland. I want to make it part of the establishment. I want to make it part of my. Maybe it's another use of the logo. Definitely. So let me grab this logo here because I don't have the one by itself. So let me highlight. Let me see if I can highlight this. Oh wait. Yeah. I want to make another layer and make it black at this point. I think I got it. Let's see. Oops. No, I don't know if I have it or not. Let's see. Watch this. Yep. Watch this. I'm going to do repetition. Or, let's see. Yeah, repetition's good. Make that rest on top. I think that's better. And I want to make copies of this. Maybe I'll have it touching. Make it larger. I think it should be larger. But not change the scale. Maybe this should be touching the top and the bottom. Now this is, I think, kind of cool because I have the logo already. And I can keep the same logo, but I can crop it. I can have fun with it. Just make it a pattern. You know, you can crop, you can duplicate it. You do all the 8 principles. And I'm just playing with it just to look at. I don't want the black. I'm looking at it already. I know. You see my trim mark, right? I can fix that. Let's see.
Right now, two things I'm working on napkins, and I wanted to do a T-shirt, but
Okay.
my freaking Illustrator just like is not responding. Apparently,
Well, you
it's
do
very
this.
frustrating.
You did this all in Illustrator?
I'm only doing the shirt in Illustrator because I have schematics already for like a shirt, and I can just throw a pattern on it.
Okay.
So,
Oops. Okay, so we'll have this here. Let me just make this smaller. Oops. Well, I'm just showing this for everybody too. I mean, you can do things. You can see it's too heavy. So let me lock this off. I want to make these smaller. I will get one more in. Yeah, let's make it smaller. Let's do another one. Oops. You can see it's going off the page. Okay, so now let's grab these. hold down my shift key and I'm collecting all these pieces now. Layers. I'm gonna go to Command T. Hold down my shift. I don't want to stretch it. I don't want to distort it, and bring it down so each side touches the corners, like so. And I missed one. You can see that.
When did you say the final version is due?
End of day Wednesday. Or you can have extra time because we have to do the new assignment coming. So we have this here. It's just, let's see. Okay. And it's too heavy. So why did we just change the opacity? And maybe instead of the white background, let's unlock it. Let's bring this all the way straight down. The background.
Yeah, I'll probably
Like
need
that.
more time because of the
Okay.
surgery on Wednesday.
But yeah, no, I have it down listed for you. That's it's okay.
Yeah.
Give me to me on Friday. I'm not, you know.
I'm
Or
really just
that,
playing
or the
it by
weekend.
ear right now. Yeah.
Let's move it to the weekend because you know you have surgery. I don't know how you're gonna be feeling. Don't worry about it.
And I feel like today and tomorrow is just like crunch time. I want to
Don't
get
take
as
your
much
time.
done as I
Don't
can.
worry about me. I'm worried about yourself as a health. That's more important.
Yeah, I'm just
Don't worry
trying
about
to
That's
prepare because I'm gonna be out, like commissioned for a few days. So.
That's okay. So maybe there's something like that. Maybe then change the opacity again.
Right.
I just want something that's there, but it's not there. Okay, hold on. Don't like the black. So make a group. Okay. Okay, here's my group. Save the group. I'm just gonna make this one piece. Go to Command E. Okay. I want to change the color. So go to color change. And I want to make it dark blue. Okay. And I want to change the opacity there. It might not work. That's not bad. But see, it bothers me because I don't have room, anything here to make it work. Nah. Maybe your napkins can work it in. I'll bring this down like that. Now see, I can now. Once again, you can see the amount of time I'm spending, and then now the glass has to fit in. Okay. So I have to cut the white space around the glass. Hold on. Okay. Now here's a special thing you can try to do too, which I love to do. I want this image to see. I want to see through the glass because the glass is not, obviously not white. So how do you do that? Okay, so I'm gonna make another layer just in case. I'll get my eraser tool, make it smaller with the brackets. Next to the key, the P key. So I want to open Well, I want to erase some of this off so I can see through. It might work, it might not. So here we go. I have a little niche here, right there. So a little thing like that really shows that, wow, this glass is in front of this image. Just like that. That's all you need. Okay, so something like that could be work, you know. Okay, let's go to the next one. So that's Eugene, you take your time, just hopefully get well. I know it's, you know, I know that, you know, all that stuff.
Yeah.
When you feel good about it, let me, you know, just send it to me. Okay, don't worry about it.
Thank you.
Don't worry about me at all. Good. That's at least your problem. Okay, so you'll find I like that tucked in under there a little bit. Okay, okay. So it's basically that's what I'm looking at compared to here we go. Float all windows. Let me get rid of this. This is helpful because it shows here. Here we go. It's up to you. Everywhere you can do it 100 different ways. So once again, I think still you can fit like you want to put napkins in. You can put napkins here. You can do that. But once again, it's breathing. It's like showing you depth, showing you scale. Even with my hands here. Oh, sorry. That had to be fixed. So bring this down. I'm gonna bring. We don't have to. Let's do the shadow one. Sorry. Where's my tools? Tools. Oh, once again, I would just get the original piece again, but we'll get that for now. Okay. So that's one way of doing it. That's the other way. You can see what I'm trying to do is making it scale is one of the 8 principles that we worked on. So, you know, you're scaling it, making it different sizes, taking the mug, that's the powerful thing. Now you can do a couple things with that too. What if I did move the mug over? See, you can do so much things. You move the
You
glasses.
said you like the glasses, right?
Yeah.
Because that was actually something you're like, you should do glasses with like whatever the.
No, the glasses are perfect. Everything looks great. The menu looks great. This looks great. The food. I think the tote bag could be cooler looking rather than a basic tote bag. So, for instance, if I got to research it. I don't know. Go to Google. Let's go to space age. Let's go the simple way. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm guessing. Space age tote bags. Look, nothing.
Yeah, see, that was the problem.
Whoa, wait.
Because a lot of them just have like designs, and I didn't want to like copy someone's
No,
design.
you don't want to do that. But let's see. Hold on. I don't know, something maybe a plastic you tried. See-through bag. Let's see what else we can do. I don't know what the word is. It's not not space age. Space age handbag. Maybe there's something in here. What about a bag like that? You know? It's a bag. You know, they don't know what it is. That could be a takeout bag.
True.
And that's cool. You can take the stitching out. No, I'm not buying it, sorry. How much is it? Oh, only $300. Okay, I'm just looking more. Maybe there's some. I forgot the.
Futuristic.
That's it, maybe.
See, that's what I would have thought too, but apparently that style is called ultra modern. Where it's like super. It looks like some like 2200.
Yeah, but you want to make it look weird, you know, different. That's all.
Yeah.
I mean, could be any bags. That's what I'm saying. The handbags are cool because you know women's handbags are really got some cool stuff there. Like here, that's cool. And you know, to do whatever your logo, don't just put one. You know, put one logo across here. You know, in these boxes. That's a great looking bag. Maybe they sell that. Who knows? They're rich enough. These are great. See? I think that works. You gotta be different. Sell it. That's the whole idea. We're in advertising. You sell the bag. They say, okay, we can do that in plastic. Okay, do it.
Right.
Nobody knows what it is here. I think these are great. These are geometric shapes that work great on a bag, and you can put your logo someplace within the context of a line or something. Okay, I'm happy now. Rather than this.
Yeah.
You know? Okay. Don't save. Let me go to the next one. Hold on. Oh, Nicholas, are you here?
Yes, I'm in.
Great job. Wow. Okay, I have a hard time picking out the mistakes, but no, there's a couple of one or two little minor things. I love how you design. It's funny how images works. Your logo can work on different images, totally different from somebody else's logo on the same image. For instance, I think this works so well. You picked out this wood with this shape. It reminds me of sailboats. It reminds me of a seafood restaurant. And it works so well. The glasses work great. Hold on. The only thing I would do with see here too, I think all of this stuff works great. The takeout bags, all this. Look at this. It's beautiful executed. You did it here. You did it on the woodwork. Fantastic. I would find wine glasses that you can put the liquid right up to the edge of this. Almost like where the mirror images. So it looks like they're floating in water, in the liquid. I think it'd be fantastic if you could do that. I like how you did it here. I would do it here also on the cork. But everything here looks fantastic. I would make this bigger, or the logo bigger, the name is smaller. And I don't think you need the word restaurant branding. I think you could put your name there, and a couple of little things. Let me see what I can do. Hold on. Let me just grab this. really fantastic job. I want everybody to see that because it is really done well. And let me do a new piece. $11.17. Okay. Open. Okay. What bothers me here is that you line this straight up, and it's hard to see how it ends too. Maybe the bar, this bothers me. I don't know why it bothers me. I think this could be bigger, so let's see. Float all windows. Okay. Bear with me. I'm sorry if I don't get to you on time. We'll have more time on Wednesday on this because I think it's really done well. Let me just grab this color here. I don't like the restaurant branding. I think we know that. We see it. I think it should be your name only, or just maybe some part of your logo again. So let me just bring that up. And you can be, you can disagree with me. You won't get anywhere. I'm just teasing. See, I'm not thinking outside the box. Okay. See. Make that white. Okay. I want this white. Okay. Get rid of that. Okay. Start all over again, the right way. So you have the bar across. I think the bar is nice because it brings everything together. It connects things together. Like so. Just bring your name over. And the logo. Make it bigger. Let's see what we can make. Everything looks great. I'm really mean it. This bar, I read this ahead of everything else. I'd rather see your name only. Just grab this. That bothers me a little bit because it's flushed against your bar. I think break the plane a little bit. Like that. Because now it makes a statement. This bar here is just a bar. It's just an area. Okay. I love that. Everything's unbelievable. This space bothers me too a little bit. Let's see, fix that. Now I would see that space here, and you have it flush on the bottom. You have it cropping off. Maybe you should float in. Make it a little larger. Maybe it's flush to the left. And you have space here, and make equal spacing in between. So the spacing here, the same spacing here. I don't mind this cropping because it's cropping off here. This looks good. I don't know what that is, but it looks great. And the packaging looks good. Little minor stuff that I'm looking at it. You can, if you don't like it. I notice I'm lining things up. And you did it, so you did also. So let's see, we have to fix this one. Maybe this could be larger. I'm just looking at it now, I'm not saying anything. I love the glasses. I know it's hard to find, that's the problem. I know. Yeah, that dark area bothers me a little bit, but so I don't know how. You really find some great sharp images too. It's unbelievable. So I don't know how I would do this. Let me just play with it for a minute. Let me make another copy. I like to see the wine, the liquid. Be up to here. Oh, I know I did wrong. Okay, hold on. Get rid of that. Let's do one thing at a time. This. But see what I'm saying, Nicholas? If you can break the plane instead of having this lined up here, it makes more of a statement. I think that will help. This can go a little larger. And obviously you can see I trimmed it horrible, but it just seems like there's not enough liquid in the glass. That's the problem. If you can find one with half the liquid in each one, it'd be fantastic. Unless you can retouch it. I know it's a lot of work. I don't have the original glass.
No, I agree with you because now that you mentioned it, the logo itself would look really good if the liquid cut it in half.
Yeah, because that's how they. Yeah, because that's how they actually pour it. The bartenders. You know, they know exactly how bar people. I guess I don't know what they call them anymore. So if the glass is half, then that's where it should be, right there, right in there. But I don't know how to do that with this. You might have to find. Search for another glass. And also, I would definitely put your logo on here. You know? So if you can do that, even sideways, I don't care. But that looks great here. I would put it get an empty, a plain cork and drop in your logo with brown. I think it'd be fantastic. Let's see. Photo windows. I just want to see something. I mean, I like the simplicity of your type, of your name. Okay. At least for now. Then I can bring this up a little higher. So now that's more important than this, Nicholas. I can tell what that is, you know. If you want, you can do something else too. If you want the word branding, restaurant branding, you can do another piece here. You can put a little corner piece. They call it a flag. And you can make it the same color if you want to. So you have your name prominent, and I would just for branding. They'll know what it is. Maybe in caps, or lowercase. Let's see lowercase. And I just want to make that a little darker. I don't want to make it obvious, like, oh, branding. Let's just make it, make it smaller. I think it's too big. Maybe all this has to go up higher. Forget about the border. Something like that. I think I'm too close to the edge here, but you have to play with it and see. But let's see what else you have. I think you have it all. I'm just. Unfortunately, I don't have all the single pieces. We have great stuff. This is beautiful. I love this. I know I'm ruining it for you. I would even put it's pretty close to yours now. Maybe on the glasses itself too, if you could. I don't know if it's there or not. On these two glasses, maybe you could put your logo there too. I'm just asking. If not, don't do it. But you know. don't think you need branding, but I'm just trying to see what. You know, I just like to. I'll get this as big as, maybe it's a different color than black. Like you have, the colors are really cool here. Let's see. Why black? You don't want blue. I don't know. I'm just playing with it now. Okay, it's up. You have it. I'm just trying to look at it different ways. Maybe something like that. So it's not obvious. You see it. That's the question I'm having. It bothers me. Maybe it's all in caps. It's smaller, so maybe the word restaurant should be there, but smaller. I spelled it wrong, right? Yeah. Hold on. Oh, it's pretty much what you have. But see, this makes more of a statement, I think. Maybe it's the wider one. Or does it go all the way up to the top? Split the difference. I don't know. I'm just looking at it, and maybe there's a frame that goes around these instead of a stroke, not blue. Pick the dark brown. Would that help? Here you go. Maybe something like that. Okay, you have it. But see, I like it better than this. It's just too, it's just boring. It's just too small. Maybe it lines up with that.
I do like it better with more color on the background. I was just afraid in the beginning because I didn't
I
want to
know.
overwhelm the photos. So
That's why you have, that's why it's great to show to me. I don't scream and yell. Oh my God. It's like, let's look at it. No, we have to, that's part of, it's learning. I do the same thing. I ask people that, but, everyone has their own opinion, but, it's up to you. What you think looks good. But, I want your name to pop. I want this to pop. This is the best thing. You have a great logo. It tells me it's a restaurant. Right? I can see the wines. I see the tablecloth. It's great. Great stuff. Is that maybe I can make this? Maybe this gets cropped. Maybe this gets larger. I don't know.
Professor, may I ask you a question, please?
Sure, anytime.
Um, in my interior image, you said that I had too many or too much of the logo.
Yes. Yeah, it
Um,
was just popping all over the place. It's like you have an elegant restaurant that the Asian influence fusion is fantastic, and you have this logo all over the place. It's like it
okay,
has to work with the unit.
okay,
You have things overlapping the um, the screen. You have it over. You have it on the floor. It's just too much. Just simplify it so it doesn't. It's not there, but it's there.
okay,
For instance, in this image here, it's a pattern. It's a design. It works from some. Here too. I didn't see this at first. Then by the way, look, it's on the table, on the chair, and yes, this works fine because it's a mural. It works well.
okay,
So that's what I'm looking at, and and what you had was like boom, 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 boom. I got put in the windows here. I got to do it. No, you don't have to.
okay,
You have to refine yourself. Go back a little bit and say, no, it's too much. Keep it simple. Because overall, the final piece, as you see here, works, and that's what the whole idea. I don't want it to look. He didn't put it in the ceiling. He put it here. It's just clean. It's neat. Even the aprons, like the girl and the guy, they're both the same. But I love the idea of the hand on the shoulder, you know, and the hands here. Everything works good. Okay. But once again, I'm here. So tomorrow you can get to me. Tomorrow afternoon I might be delayed a little bit, but everything else I'm fine. So if you need me one-on-one, that'd be great. Here's the. I don't have the napkin still. Okay, but send me this stuff and we'll work on it.
okay.
Everybody. Okay, hold on. Let me see what else I have. Do anybody else's work? I'm sorry it took so long, but I think this really tells me a lot. And it shows me that you guys are really talented too. You have little minor stuff, but little minor stuff you'll remember. You will not. You might not remember it right now, but you'll remember it later on another project. Oh, Mr. Striga. No, you won't remember my name. He told me to do this. Maybe I should do that. So it's that kind of thing, and it really means a lot. Okay, let me just get rid of all this. I think that's it for today. But once again, send it to me. Oh, it's I have to take attendance. Sorry, hold on. We just do this quickly. Once again, I'm saying fantastic. You guys are, everybody almost is here. If you need me, I'm here. Okay? Email me, I'll get back to you today. I'm here most of the day tomorrow, except in the afternoon, I believe. I'm not sure yet. And then we'll work on Wednesday. If you're not finished on Wednesday, I'll give you some more time to work on your own. But Wednesday, I'm going to give you the new assignment. I have it all here on my desktop to show you. I was going to do it today, but we'll do it on Wednesday. Okay? I'll send it to you after the class on Wednesday, so I don't want you guys to get confused. Work on your stuff first, on the restaurant branding, and then we'll finish. We'll start working on the next one. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, great. I'm still here. Okay. I know. What else? I think that's it. Okay, so I'm going to close class. It's 12:20 already. God. Okay. Great work. You did. You guys did great. Everybody. If you have any problems, please get in touch with me. I'll help you.
Thank you.
There's no problem with that. You guys are learning. I want you guys to learn to trust people. I'm not like the rest of it. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
Thank you.
Okay, here's my flying pig. That's my good luck piece. And here's my granddaughter gives me this. I have no idea what it is, what character it is, but here. I have no idea what that is.
All right.
I love stuff like this. Okay, have a good one, folks.
Thank you, Professor.
Okay, have a good one.
All right.
Thank you, Professor.
Good day.
You guys are great.